Peace and love, YouTube family. What's going on? It's your girl, Leah Lapoete Speaks. We're here today to learn how to research effectively. This is really a needed review. I'm sure that many people are like, girl, bye. But I'm like, child, you need it. What exactly is research? You know, I like to start with the basics. So the noun would be the systematic investigation into a study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. All right, simple. The verb would be to investigate systematically. And the key thing is to focus on, family, is systematically. There has to be a method to which you research. You can't just research willy-nilly. You can't just pull up a site and say, oh, this feels good. This sounds like what I'm talking about, and just share it. There has to be some type of research methodology, family. And so you ask yourself, what are the steps that I have to go through in order to establish how I can research effectively? So step one would be to investigate the author. You have to know about who you're sharing information from, family. So how do you go about validating the author? There's a few ways that you need to do this, okay? So first of all, is the author's name listed anywhere on the website? I've seen people share things and I go to the website and I can't even find who wrote the article, whose website it is, who are they associated with? Are they associated with any type of agency, any type of group, company, another blog group, a YouTube channel? Like, who is this person? And if you wanted to contact this person, is their information available? You know, let alone who they are, is their information even available? They should have somewhere where you can contact them. Is this person qualified to even speak on this subject? Why or why not? You don't necessarily have to have a degree in a particular subject, but it is good to have some type of background education to help establish yourself as validity on this topic. Also, you can utilize search engines, home pages, and print resources in libraries such as biography indexes. So there's ways that you can go about validating who this person is. So that's your very first step. Because if you can't validate the author, family, there's literally no point in you continuing on with this particular topic from this particular author or website or book or research paper or whatever it is that you're studying, family. Validate who the author is. I can't say that enough, and I can't say how very important that is. Okay, family? So the next step into being able to research effectively, family, would be determining the objective. What's the purpose? What's the objective? What's the motive behind this? Why is the author writing this? What are they trying to convey to me? You have to know these things. What is the motive behind the article, site, book, research paper? Once again, whatever it is, YouTube video, whatever it is that you're trying to validate. Why is the person writing this? Are they trying to teach me a little something, something? Are they trying to make me laugh? You know what I mean? Are they trying to sell you some shit? What is it that they're trying to convey? What's the motive? Does the reading, whatever it is that you're reading or studying or watching, whatever, does it contain mostly facts, opinions, or is it a combination of both? If something has a combination of both, that's not a bad thing. You would probably, of course, depending on the topic that you're researching, you would want to have more facts, you know what I mean, than opinion. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. However, if it's filled with mostly just their opinions, family, and how they feel, you can probably say that the motive is to persuade you to think like them. The next question would be, is there a hidden agenda within this reading? Sometimes when you're researching something, you can see that they have an agenda. They have a motive, a hidden motive that they're trying to either hide but ultimately convey, or it's just downright in your face. And you have to determine that. Is this information presented without bias? That's very important. If a person is extremely biased and they can't be objective because they are so emotionally attached to a certain topic, that's not a person or a source that you want to utilize, family, because they're too biased. Can you find any propaganda within the article, the website, the book, whatever, the paper? Are they trying to sell you on some type of propaganda? If they are, don't rock with that, family. Obviously, it's full of crap. Who is the audience that the author is intending to read the material? Like, who are they writing this for? Are they writing this for children? Are they writing this for adults? Are they writing this for other researchers? Who are they writing this for? Who is their audience? Are there any sources listed within the text or anywhere on the site? Now, let's stop right there and let's dig further into resources, family, because a lot of people have a problem with knowing what's a credible source and what's a non-credible source. Now, I didn't list for you what credible sources are. Obviously, it's going to be the opposite of the non-credible sources, but let's focus on non-credible. Non-credible sources are filled with hella opinions and very, very little facts, if any facts at all, family, okay? They attempt to present facts, yet they have no sources cited to back their claims, or their sources are from other biased, propaganda-based individuals or organizations. So if you're trying to share something, let's say about Egypt, and you're sharing it from Young Pharaoh, and then Young Pharaoh has shared it from Young Pseudo-Fuck off YouTube, you might not want to use Young Pharaoh and Young Pseudo-Fuck's information because those two are probably extremely biased and filled with emotion. Website is not regularly updated, or many of the links are broken. So if you go to a site and it's got hella broken links and the website says copyright of like 2003 and it's 2020, when is the last time they actually even been on that site? They don't even maintain it. Facebook posts, YouTube videos, blogs, and shit like that, family, they can be credible sources, but they have to provide you with verifiable links, or you can independently verify the information that they give you on your own. So if you can verify it on your own and it's true, okay, you can say it's true. And if you can verify time and time again that this person's Facebook post, YouTube, blogs, whatever, that they present, you can verify it on your own independently that it's true, or they provide links for you, you can trust that shit. But unfortunately, that doesn't apply to most Facebook pages, most IG pages, most YouTubes, most blogs. Most of them, unfortunately, are not credible sites. They just say whatever the fuck they want to say, and that's dangerous. So while we're talking about sources, let's get into primary and secondary. So a primary source is a document, speech, or other piece of evidence that was created during the period of study. Examples of that is autobiographies, letters, diaries, photographs, public records, etc. What is a secondary source? A secondary source provides interpretation and analysis of primary sources. Examples of secondary sources are textbooks, encyclopedias, databases, and literary analysis or critiques. Okay, so this is very important. You also need to determine what type of source are you working with. Is this a primary source or is this a secondary source? You need to know that. It's very important to determine, family, what type of source you're using. I prefer both, to use primary or secondary sources, but you can validate either one of those sources through the same methods in which we've already discussed earlier in this video, family. Now, when it comes to step 3, this is our concluding step in essence. And what we need to conclude is, based off everything that we've learned thus far, can I trust this information? Should I share this information? You have to ask yourself these questions. Have I been able to verify that this information is credible? If that's a no, don't share that shit on your page, family. Did I validate that the author can be trusted? If that's a no, don't share that shit on your page, family. Am I sharing this to teach or to push my personal agenda? If you're just trying to push your personal agenda and you didn't even care that the first 2 bulletins are true, then quite naturally you shouldn't be sharing shit anyway because you're too biased. And ask yourself this question: am I willing to stand behind this information if challenged? Will I change the goalpost if someone challenges me on this information? You have to be able to stand behind the information that you share. Okay, a lot of people don't want to stand behind what they share. They share bullshit that they clearly didn't read, or if they did read, they misinterpreted it. And furthermore, a lot of times the information is not even factual information. So you have to be willing to stand behind it. So what did we learn today? Today I learned how to effectively research with Lily La Poete Speaks. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you somehow found some way to be upset about this video, then bless your special heart, okay? Watch it again, okay? Because this is very important information, especially within the woke community, family. You have to learn how to research. This has been your girl, Lily La Poete Speaks. Make sure you share, like, comment on this video. See you guys again in a few days with another one. Peace and love. I'm out.